I don't understand why we talk about race-related topics in front of everyone else and nobody thinks anything's wrong with that. How would you feel if you walked upon a conversation and somebody was having a race-related topic talking about the opposite race, talking about you? You would be a little offended. Even if you don't know what they're talking about, you would be offended. So why do we think that it's okay for us to talk openly in public like that? Also, I cannot stand trying to talk to someone. Yesterday, I talked to a very intelligent young brother. Not only intelligent, man, he's very willing to learn and listen. And he did just that. However, and I told him, I was telling him about issues we have in our communities. He began to tell me, well, you know where it started? It started from because they didn't want education for blacks, and blacks, our education system, they messed our education system up. And I said, man, hold up, man. Get away from that they. If you want to educate your children, educate them yourself. If you want your child to be educated, you make sure she gets that education. Don't blame it on nobody else. Nobody. I ain't trying to have zero excuses at the end of the day. I'm not blaming none of my failures on nobody but me. And I'm telling other people, stop that. First thing they do is, because stop that. And where's that gotten us? We've been doing that for the last 50 years. Not a pot to piss in, nor a window to throw it out of. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of blame to be tossed around. A lot of blame. I'm not denying that. But I'm done talking about that. We beg for jobs and then we'll go out and spend Bentleys, Hennessy, the club, clothes, jewelry, trying to look flashy. Who else does that? Nobody. We do. Backwards and silly. So at the end of the day, create your own school. Create your own school is what I told the young brother. You mad about the education? Okay, cool. Create your own school. I got a homegirl that just opened up her own private school. Go holler at her. Go help her. If you dissatisfied with that you can't find a job outside your community, create a job in your community. And also was telling him this. Look, educate your children about jobs, stock markets, businesses. And there was people around me, and they were saying, oh, but you got to know about the past. Don't get me wrong. You got to understand your history. Understand that. That's cool. But don't let your child graduate high school without knowing how to start a business. Do not let your child graduate high school without understanding real estate and stock markets, stocks and bonds, mutual funds, 7 different sources of income, how to save your money. Don't let them graduate without that. Here it is, we teaching our children 100% about the past, and they absolutely know nothing about how to start a business. That don't make any sense. That don't even sound even remotely, it's ludicrous, in fact. So, man, I'm just very frustrated. The more conversations I have, the more I know how lost we are. Literally. I was reading a Nigerian study. I think another YouTube or something, and I was gonna do this study too. I did some of the study in a documentary I filmed, but almost 100% of Nigerians, all at least a master's degree, they take education absolutely serious. They're serious. But what the study was that they represent less than 1% of the African population in America, including African Americans. They're less out of 13%. They're less than 1. And they represent over 25% of Harvard. Yeah. When they come here, they serious. And this is also brings me back to the government assistance. What it does to us. It makes you not want more. It makes you make more mistakes. They are forced to go out and get it. Because they're not giving anything from the government. They're forced to have to make a way. It's either lay down or die, stand up and live. And I'm going to stand up and live. And they are too. But when the government is feeding you a little bit, bits and trinkets, and you're like, all right, cool. I'll just be satisfied with what you get me. I'm going to lay here. So, I wanted to do this live, but for some reason, my camera is always blurry when I go live and talk. But I'm going to go live anyway. I'm going to start doing that. My quality, I just now figured out I could sit my camera instead of holding the damn thing. That I can sit it up here on my little thing up here. Anyway, that's it. That's all I wanted to share with y'all. I'm just frustrated, man. It's weird, but frustrating. Anyway, peace.